Okay, if you look up on here, monuments grid the earth, you'll see monuments make a perfect grid of the earth. If we were to use satellites, dishes, on these monuments to send a signal to satellites in outer space, or put more satellites in outer space just for this, and have thrusting satellites around the sun, thrusting temperature gauging satellites around the sun that are gridded around the sun, is like the sun as a center point for GPS, for these satellites to be all GPS, and for ones to be around the moon, satellite dishes around the moon and other close by nearby planets. In the future, we could, like, over a certain period of time, we could collect data from the information sent through the satellites and have them orbiting in space around the planets and stuff, and relaying the information. Then computers could do the math. We could subtract the time it took for the signal to travel and figure out the elliptical pattern that the Earth is taking around the sun and other moons and planets nearby. So before the sun starts to expand in the future, we could figure out, like, say there's leap year, and you know how the Earth tilts on its axis and the moon's supposedly moving 12 inches from the sun, so we know that, and we'd be able to calculate all that information. So then we could make, I know there's anti-gravity chambers that we've got for space experiments and stuff NASA has, so we could make anti-gravity chamber and have little orbiting system of just the inner solar system of ours, and have little planets and stuff inside it spinning around, and do it on computer and stuff, and be able to get all that information from the Earth tilting on its axis, leap year and all that stuff, and be able to figure out years and years from now if we could be able to take out the moon at a certain point in time in the future, if we calculate when the sun's going to expand, and figure out if there's a perfect timing in the future, we could take out the moon to send Earth at the perfect timing into a new gravitational pull with another planet further away from the sun, so we could save everything on Earth that's been worked so hard to create on Earth, like cars and planes and everything like that, and the water and the soil and everything, and the creatures. We could put them on space. We could have biodomes and stuff like that. So we'd be able to basically figure out how we could basically, if people would do this, I think it's possible. I've been thinking about it for over a year now, a little over a year. It's took me a while to devise this and be able to figure out how to say it on YouTube and put it in perfect format for people to understand, because it took me a while to grasp the concept, what I was figuring out, and I figured it out, and I think it's a good idea, and I think it would be cool, and our future generations, like when I'm passed away, my son passed away, and his kids have passed away, but the future generations way off in the future may be able to mine Earth, even if they can't live on it anymore. There could be biodomes on it. They might could live on it in biodomes if the atmosphere goes away, but they'd still be able to mine Earth. They'd still have all the stuff on Earth if they could do this.